But yes, my friends, it is Wednesday. Wednesday means we get to play some Monster Train 2. I've been neglecting the Monster Train a little bit to get the Void War in, but I want to get back to unlocking more. Well, not unlock. Well, you probably have a few unlocks to get, but getting more Covenant 10 Titan victories in. We had been working on getting Banished primary victories in, so I wanted to try a different primary clan, and I don't think I'm ready to do Pyroborn. Luna Coven also, the more I've been playing it as a secondary, the less I've been enjoying it. But maybe it gets better if you play it as primary and have the champion that can get the support with it. I kind of want to try Underlegion. I think I might go with Underlegion primary next, because fun guy units are really, excuse the pun, fun to play around. And I remember, I think it was Scott Freed told me about a combo he did with this, with the Madam Lionsmane. Getting some crazy decay buildup sounds really cool. So let's see if we can work on getting some Underlegion primary victories in, and what secondary we want to start off with here. Maybe something simple like Awoken. Like maybe we can apply decay to enemies and apply regen to us. What are the upgrade paths for this girl here? For this guy, he's got the trample, the harvest gain regen, and the permanent upgrades. For her, she's got an ability man-eating, which is she can do every turn and apply sap 2, decay 5 to a single unit. That seems pretty good. And then action happens at the end of the turn is apply decay 1 to enemy units. When a unit gains decay, it gains +4 stacks at the top level. Okay. I haven't even seen her third version. I definitely need to play more Madam Lionsmane to see what her other upgrade path is. Okay. Well, let's try this. What Pyre Heart do I want to go with? Let's see here. Permanent Slay upgrades. Herzl Sword is what I often use. Copying cards is apparently really strong. Fire taking damage gives us health is also, gives us money is also very good. You know, I'm gonna go with Fire is Greed. Money is good. So here we go. Underlegion primary, Awoken secondary, Madam Lionsmane main. Do I want to go with the heal or the root seeds? Let's try the heal as our secondary. And Fire is Greed. Let's do it. I don't know if I have any backline damage with this build. Probably with some decay would be some backline damage. So we have double loam coats to start. Ooh, Animus of Will plus Razor's Edge is just a really good starting single target combo. That's nice. We have Entropy, Savagery, and Lifesteal Cherub. Okay. What's up, Madman? How are you doing, my friend? Happy Wednesday. Okay, so I still haven't seen the other the other version of Madam Lionsmane yet. What do I have? I do have some decay. I don't have a ton of decay. Only our starting decay cards. I could see what the higher levels of the man-eating ability are, I guess. This is like target. This would be targeted backline damage too. It's hot where you are. 32°C. You're melting. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. When a unit dies to decay, their decay is spread. Oh, okay, that's really good. This would be good if I was incanting. Okay, so let's spread our decay. It's like a super OP one for decay builds. I think we're good with Titan Skin 1. Probably want to set up on the bottom floor here. So I can get decay. Start it on bottom floor, and then I can be buffing on an upper floor kind of thing. About 89 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, it's warm. It's pretty warm. Regen and propagate. So I can use your ability on the back line there. And when a unit dies decay, their decay is spread among enemy units. How does that work? Is it like evenly spread? I need to see how this works. Let's do that and give you a plague. So I should get 10 gold every time I take damage here, if that's right. Oh, it happens one at a time. Okay, let's see here. If I do 1 decay here, they'll all die. Actually, I didn't even need to do that. It's fine. If I do this, you'll definitely die, though. Right? Yeah, there we go. Crap. Let's restart this turn. It's 89.6. That's effing awful. You're a winter person. I'm the opposite. I am definitely a summer person. So I'm sorry that the heat is getting to you. I'd rather be too hot than too cold myself. I know, which is opposite from a lot of people. You don't have AC because it's relevant for only 2 months out of the year. It sounds like the UK. That's, I think, a thing in the UK as well, from what I've heard. Regen and propagate. You already have that. Okay, go ahead and do that. When you moved to the Seattle area, no one had AC because it was always so mild, but that has changed over the last 8 years. Is everybody having to get AC now? You'd rather be colder than hot? You can dress up, but you can't flay your skin off. True. True, you can't flay your skin off. Which would be horrible if you did do that. Alright, we got him. Nice. And decay does what? Like 3 damage per decay stack or 2 damage? I think it's 3 damage per decay stack. Flaying your skin off would be expensive to fix it later, huh? Can you fix that? I don't even know if you can fix that, but yeah, totally. Alright, propagate. Advance is nice. Propagate on all units is also nice. It's a consume. Being able to move a unit forward and backward can be very good, though. Let's do glow up here. Okay, heal. Regen. Regen is very good with the loam coat. We can get some pretty high levels of regen. Heal is also very good. Let's go ahead and get the regen, I think. Alright, Awoken Merchant Magic, Underlegion with Merchant of Steel. What am I doing here? Man-Eating is applying sap and decay. I already have a pretty good unit to play around. If I can get you, like, large stone, smidge stone, that would be pretty darn good. Could maybe get sweep over here. I think there might be an Underlegion sweep, though. Okay, there's smidge stone and multi-strike. That's nice. What we got here? Squad leader, Enchantrell. Rally, apply sap to enemy units. That's really nice. But I'm not really doing a rally build. I'm not really doing either of these. Sap stacking is pretty nice. I only have 4 Ember on startup. Apply sap to enemy units. But I have to rally, and this is really good if you have a fun guy build, and we do not have a fun guy build. I'm actually gonna skip that because neither of these are useful for my build, I think. Alright, we're gonna do smidge stone on you. Am I gonna roll to try to find big stone? I actually think large stone might be 105. I don't know if I can afford large stone. I'm gonna hold off. We'll have other chances to get large stone, big stone, whatever it's called. Minus wind draw. Okay. Nature really switched to gear last 10-ish years. We used to get minus 37 winters. Now you barely get minus 15, and summers are getting toasty. Yeah. Okay, so if I do this, you all die. I can play you, and we can get a thing on you. Okay, if I play you, do you live? You live. If I do this, that's good. And you both die. Beautiful. I get 10 gold if I let that go. So let's let that go and just get some more stuff on you. Give you regen and regen. I like her ability. Her ability is nice backline damage, actually, which is really cool. Could get you played, I guess. Propagate 2, so that would give you 354, 426. You're dying. So this gives you decay 2, and this would. Okay, actually that is enough. Beautiful. Just barely enough. The regen stacking, I think, is carrying us right now. Yay for regen stacking. Okay, he's getting 5 armor every turn. Okay. Alright. Summon apply, sap 3 to enemy units. I don't have fun guys. Consume. Draw a random spell that is unearthed. If there are at least 5 cards in the consume pile, draw 1 more. 1 random spell that isn't unearthed. So that's really good if we have a bunch of consume spells, which I currently have 1. It would be the second consume spell. Is this good? This seems quite good, especially if I could get, like, endless on you. I could get some sap on enemy units. Although I feel like that would be better against Seraph of Savagery. And getting more units doesn't really work with my current build unless I'm going to get capacity, and I'd really like to get... Do I want to get capacity? I feel like I'd rather get Ember or Draw than capacity. Are you good? Man, am I going to skip again? Nah, I feel like Unearthed Treasure might be quite good, actually. Steel Enhancer is great. Give health to my unit, then I'm taking health away to give attack to. Okay, another steel to try to find large stone would be nice. Heal would be not bad. I feel like I have a slot for a unit I'd like to get to. Strike. Alright, what you got here? Spawn, rally, apply decay. Rally we just don't really have, but I guess if I get this guy, this will start getting some rally procs if I do. Now I maybe wished I had gotten one of the rally guys. But at least this gives me something to build around with the rally ability. I could give you quick, but I'd rather give you large stone. Come on, give me large stone. Give me large stone. Ba-bam! Oh, that's awesome. She is now my carry. She was already kind of my carry, but... Dualism, does that spawn 8? No, it just gives you more armor. What's up, I'm a Fortus? 22 months, GG cookie time. Hey! 22 months of tier 1 subbage. I appreciate that. Yes, have a cookie to celebrate that. Absolutely, that's worth a cookie. That's worth 22 cookies. Although, don't do that. You might get diabetes. Diabetes. Alright. 2 random artifacts and we lose this. Oh, we get this thing. Ugh. Oh, this is one of the worst events. Especially because World-Ending Strain is really good with her man-eating ability. Screw this. Worst event. Yes, I'm sure. Worst event ever. Maybe not the worst event ever, but I don't like that event. Alright, let's give you health. I can now actually have you be on the bottom floor. And are you tankier than these guys? You're the same tankiness. Okay. That sounded like senioritis. A diabetes. Senioritis. It's the same thing, yeah, basically. Alright, we should be able to set up our bottom floor really well here. So you're there. You're there. You're there. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. Let's see what we draw. No cards to draw. What? Okay, well, I apparently don't understand how that works. Save you some health there. Okay, well, all my units are played now, I believe. Oh, I had one more shield steward? How did I... Oh, I guess I didn't have enough scrap to play you earlier. Okay. Senioritis is it's a real problem nowadays, you know? Real problem nowadays is senioritis. So, when a unit dies to decay, their decay is spread. So you have to die to the decay for this to be useful, huh? We're doing literally no damage to you, because you're doing all of the killing. Let's do that. Oh, you take 20 damage. Interesting. So if I were to advance you, what does that look like, actually? That looks like you not dying. Okay, so I don't want to do that. When you spell senioritis, that's not quite the way I spell it. Because the way you're spelling it looks like señorita or something, like the Spanish word. Hola, señorita! ¿Cómo está? Senioritis is S-E-N-I-O-R, senior, like a senior in high school. And you have to add the I-T-A-S to it. So, definitely a interesting spelling there. Yes, that's how I spell senioritis. Oh, that was the intention. You wanted it to look like señorita. Oh, okay. Well then, well done, I guess. Guy's not dying. Yeah, let's get rid of that junk. Hopefully that junk was worth. I don't think it was worth the card that I got with that. Was unplayable. You're dying. You're dying. Okay, good. That will propagate your region. I'll take the 1 damage for 10 gold. You're dying, that's fine. Meow believes Randy missed Matt's joke. Oh, did you make a joke? You like senoritas more. It's a good problem to have. Oh, I did miss your joke, I guess. Alright, my bad. It was a pun. I missed it on purpose. That's my excuse. Did I take extra damage? I did take damage. This guy did damage when there was nobody on the floor and that guy died on the floor. Okay. Took a little bit of damage. It's fine. That's fine. Consume and draw a bunch of cards. Permanently add a copy of this unit. Oh, baby. We could get a bunch of ginormous OP Animuses of Will with +1 capacity, and that could be very, very strong. That could be ridiculously strong. Yeah, let's do that. Quick. There's a sweep. Do I need a sweep? Sweep is good. I'm killing backline currently with her man-eating ability. The reason I'm debating sweep is because if I'm going to be comping this girl a lot, I don't know if I'm going to have the capacity. I guess I could get the sweep and go capacity. That's probably the correct play. Let's do that. I must go capacity. How you doing, Bob Carnes? Happy Wednesday to you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Trinkets, healing. 30 fire health would not be wasted at all. I think I'm looking good on my units. Holdover on a spell would be nice. I think I'm more interested in healing and trinkets, potentially. Alright, Man-Eating 2. What is Man-Eating 2? It's Decay 10, Sap 3, and Mute. Oh. Mute OP, baby. I still have not seen... Logbook. I still have not seen the third category of upgrades for this girl. That's crazy that my luck has been unlucky. I'm gonna get this one. Because Mute seems OP. See what our trinket choices are. Shroom units apply Decay 1 to enemy units on summon. I think that will work with the cluster kernel. First time each turn a friendly unit is healed, draw 1. Fun guy, gain +2 per troop stack. I only have one guy that's really doing that. One fun guy, and that's this guy. Man-eating be cooldown 1 is the craziest part. Yeah, man-eating is super strong. I thought I wouldn't have any backline damage, and besides this Spore Touch, and her man-eating is just killing the backline. It's amazing. So if I'm putting regen, I will get a free... This is basically free draw 1 every turn because of regen. I think I'm going to take that for the draw. This is not bad, too. Let's see what's in here. How are you doing, Scott? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Alright, I could get banana. Is it too early on banana? We are on... Not actually that early. We're about, what, halfway through? A little less than halfway through. What are other choices? Bosses are muted for the first 3 turns is very nice. I have, I think, 2 consume cards. And I used this one once and it gave me nothing. So I have to do Unearthed Treasure after Wildwood Sap, otherwise it's a dead card. I think we're going to go with banana this time. Who was it last time? Said they're a simple man. I see banana, I click banana. Was that you, Bob? Or was that somebody else? Banana is pretty nice. Alright, do I want to spend all my money to get one of these 2? I think I'm actually just going to remove one of my shield stewards, because now I'm not going to be able to play on turn 1. I think we'll save our money. Although we should have pretty good money with Fyra's Greed and Foe's Greed and the Vengeful Shards, giving us that nice little burst of money. Penitent Prayer Stone. I actually think that might be fine. It will kill off my Spear Stewards that I don't really care about. Will that kill Madame Lionsmane, though? 45 damage. Spikes 4. I think this is fine. What's up, Zach Dog? How are you doing, my friend? A man with 2 hurt train hands. So I wanted to ask you something, Zach Dog. I think you said you had applied or interviewed for a job that was something about... Was it something about training AI? I filled out some applications yesterday Spent about 2.5 hours, and one of the applications was less of an application and more of a, here's a test. It's like called data analytics or something. We want you to see these responses to AI inquiries and judge them and tell us what was good and what was bad about them. And so that was I was wondering if that was similar to what you're doing, where you're basically training AI, if that was your potential job training. It was an AI coding assistant. Okay, so that sounds a little different. Okay, so if I stack this on you. Ah, Nikes. Yeah, heal. Okay, never mind. I don't need to stack that on you. I just need to heal you and then get this. You actually did what I just talked about as part of an internship in college, and it was pretty easy. Yeah, it was pretty easy too, and the thing I applied for is like you can make up to like $20 a month or something if you God, I didn't one-shot that guy. That's really bad. Not $20 a month, $20 an hour if I can do it, and it's like a work from home kind of thing. Okay, so these guys are all dying. I need to get damage on you. I think maybe I have to restart this because this guy might just frickin' kill me. He's getting a bunch of Titan skin. I'm going to restart and I'm going to set up a little bit higher because I think we need to scale a little bit quicker here. $20 a month is not very much. No, that's about what I make streaming sometimes, it feels like. Yikes. But yeah, it's like 20 to 40 bucks an hour depending on what you what kind of projects you get or something. So you got 17 bucks an hour when I did it. Don't look down on 10 bucks, huh? Alright, good. We're killing this guy this time. Good. And if I heal again, pull this guy again. Sadly, you had two interviews for better jobs. One turned you down yesterday after the third interview because we decided we can't have anyone in Central Time, only Pacific Time. Well, then why do they interview you? That seems troll. That seems super troll. We're going to interview you, but we've decided that it was pointless to interview you. Then why did you... That just seems rude. That just seems rude, to be honest. The second round interview was done by a guy in Central Time. They think they were just lying? Yeah, maybe they were just giving an excuse to say they didn't want to hire you for some reason, which sucks too. You know, I forgot. I'm supposed to be using controller to save my hand. Let me get my controller plugged in here. Okay, hopefully I can just plug in control and it'll start working. Looks good. Very good. Okay. Buff you, my main carry. This should give me even more regen. Beat or miss. That's an ass move. Yeah, that is pretty troll. Pretty rude. You'll know about the internal promotion by the end of the week, so fingers crossed that that one goes through. Oh, well, hopefully that one is a better, you know, result than the troll people making up an excuse to not, you know, hire you or not pay you money or whatever. Don't forget to not play the shards for Fire's Greed value. Well, what I understand, Bob, is that if you have 2 Vengeful Shards, they go off at the same time. So you can only... So it's best to take 1 damage and get 10 gold. I can test that this round, but I'm pretty sure I saw one time when I had 2 Vengeful Shards in hand, it did both damage at the same time, so you can't get double. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I saw that earlier. So I'd be taking extra damage for no reason if I did that. Alright, so you have Incant, right? Yes, and as long as you live, we're good, because we're going to get an extra version of her with the Mitosis cap. So I think I want to play one... Oh, I drew a Vengeful Shard. Hopefully this will take me 1 damage and give me 10 gold at the end of this. Will it? Ah, it won't. Okay. Copy this to my discard pile. Consume. Spawn 1. For every 10 cards in your deck, spawn 1 more. Is Pandemic useful here? Consume has a little bit of synergy with this. This feels like if you want a bunch of extra cards in your deck, which would be good for like Dig Deep and some other cards that we're not really playing around. What is my deck doing once I've fully played everything? It's just spamming buffs and heals, I think. This could be pretty good. I got an endless wax cap to play on the bottom floor. Sap stacking. I feel like I want to skip there. Extra draw feels really good though. Regen and spikes. Ooh, spikes. Can those be propagated? This seems good. Descend is also very good. If I want to overstack more than I'm already doing. A regen and spikes that I can put on my frontline guy that gets propagated every turn sounds really good. Trinkets, artifact, duplicate. We're duplicating our Animus of Will. Banana did not die yet. Merchant of Magic, equipment, another Awoken unit. Kind of wish this Herzl's Horde placed this, but I guess having an armory and a Herzl's Horde on the same floor would be kind of OP. Probably some spells I want to... If I could hold over on a razor sharp edge, that could be really good scaling. Let's go here. There's probably some good equipment I can get too, like a room I don't have. If I want to remove consume. Maybe. What's in here? Ember 1 unit dies. Bunch of a free attack. Attack equal to health. This could be a really good source of Ember for me, since we're basically killing everybody on one floor. Don't know that I have enough draw for this to be super useful, but it will be the first room we've had. See what our unit choices are. Revenge gain Ember. Rejuvenate gain spikes. Summon gain a bunch of max health. That guy... Okay, I could get a second floor set up to play that guy. And put my second loam coat on him, and he'll just slowly build regen spikes and stuff. I think I do like that. Alright, no holdover. -1 cost. What's my highest cost cards? They're all 1 cost, so we don't really have a high cost one. Magic power would just make a heal bigger. Permafrost. Permafrosting this. So if I draw it before Wildwood Sap, I think could be quite useful. I can play that and then draw it and play it again. And actually, I think that means I want to make this free. Now, do I care about removing Consume from this? That means I could keep drawing Wildwood Sap a bunch. I feel like that could be very good because there's other Consume cards that might be some good value on. And I'm going to remove my other Shield Steward since I just got another unit I'm playing on opening turn. Okay. I'm not sure how good this build is looking, scaling-wise. They restore health when they move up. I think that's fine because if we're not killing them on our one floor, we're screwed. I'm going to try to set up on bottom floor. If we don't scale fast enough, we'll swap that out. Okay, I think I'm going to wait on my sweep guy. So I want this guy to be here. I want him to be ready to go there. Tosis Cap early is great. Use your ability on backline. We do have a heal, so we have a chance to draw. Okay, that's not bad. Get our setup looking pretty good. Damn, he's got Incant. Is that going to sap us? It's going to sap us. Let's see what this does. Draw Spore Touch. Okay. Okay, so did that heal screw us? No, it didn't. That's fine. Good. I did screw us out of the money on this backline guy, though. Oh, I think... if I could fit this guy, I could kill him. Did I play my Consume? I did not play the Consume card yet. Did I? Oh, I did play it. Okay, so if I play this, we'll get that. Okay. Alright, we're missing out on 50 gold or whatever that guy is. Couldn't make it up if you tried. You just got a call from your division head saying that you probably won't get the position. You ended up being second choice, so unless the other person turns it down, you won't get it. Damn, that sucks, dude. You are getting screwed right now. Alright, I'm gonna test this now. I'm gonna play this. We're gonna see if we get double procs of Vengeful Shard. If I have 135 gold, both of these will proc. I have a feeling it's going to be 125 and we're going to take 2 damage at the same time. That's what I think is going to happen. Crap, I wasn't watching. Did it proc twice? Actually, I think it might have procced twice and I was wrong. So... I think it maybe did proc twice, and so I've been losing out on a little bit of gold. It's fine, it's fine. I don't know, proc that guy's thing over and over. I was at 115 and I went to 135. They count as different individual instances of damage. Okay, well then I miss saw at one point then. Nice. Alright, good. My girl with mitosis cap lives. So we'll get an extra one of her. Did you ask what the deciding factors were in the decision if it was something actionable for the next promotion opportunity? That's a good question. See if you can, you know, see what you can do for your next chance to have a better chance at it being successful. That was a terrible sentence, sorry. I don't have any spawn synergy. Like, I didn't take the applies decay when a spawn thing happens, so. I could put this on the bottom floor and then set up on second and third floor to save myself some health. Is that worth? I kind of like being set up on the bottom floor because it means I'm clearing out all the units on the bottom floor. I guess I could sap on the second floor. That's not terrible. The problem was that it was really close. It just came down to someone more experienced at the company. With a team this small, he was honest. There won't really be any more management positions anytime soon unless someone randomly leaves. We went through something similar before, and the answer was seniority. Yeah, that does suck. It's pretty good because we are stacking spikes on a guy. It's a heal proc, but it's really expensive ember-wise. I'm getting some ember, though, from the room kill. I think I actually can take that. Okay, the heal would be a bit wasted. I could get a room on turn 1. Or my mitosis cap on turn 1 that's free. I definitely need to get Ember for my next upgrade because we keep making more of these girls and we're going to want to be able to play as many of them as possible. Is there anything I'd want to copy? Probably the Wildwood Sap. Getting some stacked regen or maybe Steel Enhancer. I wish this was a removal rather than an adding duplicate. But Glass Cannon. Removed most of those. Silence is nice, but I already have a bunch of rooms and that's really expensive. Would it be worth combining this? The Loam Coat with the Mitosis Cap. If I'm gonna give Mitosis Cap to you so we copy you, is it worth giving you that buff? I don't think it is, to be honest. I think I'm just gonna draw... Maybe I draw this turn 1 so I can get my Ember for future turns. I'm thinking of getting that, but I think this is actually more important. Because the buffs that we put on her to give her attack are not things that Propagate works on. Because we're just giving her straight attack with Razor Sharp Edge, Steel Enhancer. So I don't think it's worth combining those. I guess I have a lot of money, so I could reroll, see if there's a weapon. So I could get Quick. Could combine Quick with Mitosis Cap. You're attacking before everyone else. Do we want you to attack before everyone else? Getting Quick on Husk Hermit could be very nice, to be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna buy that. Quick on sweep is always good. Okay, we'll go with that. And do I want to copy anything? I don't want to remove more than copy. This is a pretty powerful card with our regen. We have some decent regen stack, and we'll go with that. That's literally the reason you switched jobs, was that your current job was hella overworked and there was nowhere else for you to go in the company, barring someone else leaving? Yikes. Yeah. Man, the corporate life sucks. That's why I'm, like, not super psyched about getting in the corporate world and hoping that if whatever position I find would be a, Why do I have less ember than normal? I feel like I have less ember than I'm supposed to have right now. I don't know. If I get a job, it'd probably be a retail job or something I could work from home. So if I want you to not die... Gotta do that, I think. Let's see here. I was planning on putting my sweep guy on this floor. Okay. I can't, you know what, I can't put my sweep down this floor. I just realized I might need to restart the... That's fine. Can't put sweep down on this floor because we're going to summon dudes on this floor. Now they all die. Perfect. I'll leave both of those so that we get the extra money. At least we're getting the ember we need. Ooh, you barely live. Jeez, we are not doing a lot of damage to that guy. Okay. You get damage shields. The backline guy dies. Can conserve your health, I guess. No, the mushroom did not get conserved. Okay. I don't have my sweep guy. This setup might need to be restarted. We might be okay. How much are we leaking here? How much damage are you doing, dude? 15 damage. What are you giving? You're giving life steal. Not damage shield. Okay, I'm restarting this one. I need a different setup. Need to go on the second floor. I feel like I need to get my sweep set up. Cluster Kernel, you're too expensive, bro. Why you gotta be so expensive, though? $16 times 2 damage this guy does now. Holy sh... Okay, this looks even worse. This is somehow even worse. Okay, well, if I sap him, he'll still die. Okay, restart again. What if I set up on the bottom floor, but with different unit types? What if I put tanky guy in the front here? Less expensive tanky guy. I won't get sweep here. So many units, I don't know how to set them up correctly here. Okay. Let's have you tank because you have all this health. Let's do that. Okay, I think this setup is looking better. I think. And then our tanky guy's freaking dying. Who's doing all the damage? You piece of crap are doing so much damage. Oh, my tanky guy is dying because I didn't pull a heal. I'm gonna have to restart frickin' again. This guy with however much health he has is just insane. Put this guy in the front. Who got through? This same guy. Oh my god, I cannot kill this guy. Jesus, man. I don't know how to scale fast enough here. Jeez, god damn. This boss. It's not the frickin' boss, it's the damn armor guy who's screwing us. Maybe if I get as many animuses of will. The boss is buffing him, huh? Is that the issue? Is it the boss buffing him that's killing me? That's at least half the issue, huh? Okay. So it's this guy that's getting through. How do I frickin' kill this guy? Maybe that plus the... Yeah, okay, he should die to corruption or whatever now, I think. No, he didn't because this other guy spawned. Okay, that will mute you. That could be huge. We go quick on you. That did not save anybody's health. Okay. That kills you. Okay. Not killing the food is bad. Okay, I think... Propagate 2, will that make you mute for longer? Yes! Okay. Alright, this is, I think, our best setup yet. We're not leaking anything. We killed off that one guy. I forgot this guy existed. Okay, boss is still muted. If I do this, I'll save you a bunch of health. Do big heal on you. I can unearth and be able to do my Wildwood Sap. Food owner stack regen on. Okay, are we gonna be able to finish this guy off? 41 health. Yeah, we should be able to, no problem. Let's proc more spikes on you. More decay on you. Okay. Oh, we just lost Banana. Damn it. We just lost Banana. Just saw it go extinct. But they're all dying. That's great to see. Great to see. I don't have mute on you to propagate. Keep that for the 10 gold. I never did get this on you. Let's do the draw here first. Steel Enhancer, okay. Okay, I think this might be a winner, I hope. Nice. And our girl who we're copying does not die. Now we get a little bit extra money. Do I even want to keep copying this mid-stone, large stone girl? Probably. The more we have, the more I can use her to tank and get some decent damage early while we're trying to get our setup going, I think. Alright, much better, much better. Our scaling is still a little slow, and I'm not exactly sure how to speed it up. Oh, adaptive mutation can be really good. Store friendly to unit to full health, swap, attack, and Oh, that's really good on Thorned Hollow, I think. Although that does make his health go down to like 15 when you swap it. Can make Animus of Will's attack go really high too. Okay, let me take that. We're gonna go Ember because Ember is my main issue right now. I think it's my main issue. All right, so we lost one banana. We get Cavendish. 3 times base attack after each round of combat, 1%. That's going to be kind of insane, actually. I hope this lasts to the Titan, because I might get lulled into thinking I'm stronger than I am, and it's Cavendish carrying me, so... Alright, removal, Merchant of Magic, or Merchant of Steel. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting some more upgrades on these units, but I really want removal. I don't think there's any rooms I want. The heal would be a little wasted, so I'm going to go this way. All right, do I finally get to see what the other line of Madame Lionsmane is? Yes, it's an incant line. Wow, okay. It's incant spawn 1, so she does have spawn synergy. Please tell me this is now showing up in my logbook. Oh, thank God. Okay, so now I can know what other line is. Interesting. Interesting. Man-Eating 3 is Sap 4, Decay 15, and Mute 2. Do I want the incant spawn? We don't have any payoff for the spawning mechanic, other than it blocks some hits, which is not terrible. I think I'd rather just give her the stats in the Mute 2. You turned around, thought I switched to Balatro because I got Cavendish? No. No. Monster Train 2 has some events that, you know, reference other games, and this seems to be the one we see the most, or maybe I just remember it the most because I played Balatro. Right, do I want to hold over anything? Hold over Razor Sharp Edge could be a way to do something. I could actually remove Consume on this and hold over it. Would that be any good? I don't think so, but I could remove Consume, hold over a Wildwood Sap. No, I can't. I don't have the space for it, actually. Hold over Awake. Hold over the regen. Hold over Steel Enhancer. Lots of decent choices for holdover. Alright, let's remove some things. What do we want? What do we not want in our deck? Do I want this cluster kernel? Should be able to... I think I can play him now that I've removed... Or now that we got Ember. Spear Stewards are like consume spells, so maybe I remove 1 Restore and 1 Spore Touch, I think. I have a lot of gold, so I could spend gold to remove a lot more. Do I want to remove Consume on a Wildwood Sap? I definitely want to consume something. Restore 50 health. Get some pretty crazy regen and spike stacking potentially if I hold over the spreading spores. The downside of this is if I get this early, it could make my setup a little harder. But the stacking on this for this guy on our tank could be pretty insane. We could get some pretty crazy spikes and regen stacking on that guy. Let's hold over Steel Enhancer so I can just be buffing. Actually, maybe Razor Sharp Edge. This is going to let me scale one of my multi-strike girls a lot faster. Let's go ahead and do that. What else we got here? Magic Power and Consume. Minus cost on that 3-cost spell. Would be lovely. Intrinsic, so I can get intrinsic on the holdover. Do I want the intrinsic holdover? Yeah, that makes the scale a lot faster. Spell chain. Be a lot of healing, but it's really expensive. I'll spell chain there. Wildwood Sap. Okay. And I'm going to spend the money to remove one more Spore Touch. Alright, I had a lot of money. I spent almost all of it. Let's go. Alright, Penitent Prayerstone has 6 spikes this time. Let's not go with this. I'm a little worried about that. Maybe it would have been fine, but we're going to set up on the bottom floor. This might not work being set up on the bottom floor. Okay. Alright, front guy dies. You're muted. Jesus, what sucks is their mute happens before my mute, or their silence. Like, I can't mute his enchant or his silence ability. Kind of BS, honestly. So if I set up on the second floor, let's set up on second floor then. So that guy will have a chance to spawn a guy to protect him from dying, hopefully. Okay. Unsure if I should continue to do this, but I will continue to do that. Get you up here. We have our holdover thing there. How many more units do I have? 2 more Animuses of Wills and 1 more Spear Steward. So I will just play you down here. Give me the gold. Okay, so that's the incant guy. Okay, so does silence work against quick? It looks like it does not. Very nice. Propagate, go up. What does your incant do? Does it give them attack? Gives them attack, but I have quick sweep, so I think that's actually fine. Fine, can't you? Guess there's no reason to, though, honestly. Okay, that kills him. Get your loam coat on. We get your loam coat on. I don't think they even get an attack. Will that kill you? Yes, it will. Beautiful. The setup is nice to get mushrooms set up there actually as well. So he's gonna get extra attack if I do this. I can actually do that. What's this guy's spikes up to and regen? 22 spikes and 32 regen, looking pretty good. Should be fine to finish that guy off. If I do this and this, you should have crazy attack, right? Yeah, nice. Not bad, not bad. No one can't on this floor. Okay, good. There's silence. That's fine. Feels like our scaling's not quite as good as I would like it, to be honest. But it's probably enough. I don't think I remember to use your ability. Famous last words is probably enough scaling. I will say what's good about our build is it feels like we are tanky. So it's not just all front-loaded damage or whatever. Alright, this guy is scary because he gets rage, regen, spell shield, and multi-strike every time he goes up. So this guy's a scary one going up. Oh gosh, we are not doing a ton of damage here. If I kill you... $659 damage is all we do. Okay, how about if I sap you some? 1079 damage you do. You're not killing this backline guy. Okay, I'm gonna go for buffing the top floor because I feel like my top floor is my chance of winning this. That guy's gonna attack a lot. If I have a bunch of spikes on you, I hope I'm right that this will be enough. I'm gonna have to restart this one too. Golly. This guy's freaking OP. Okay. Does he have spikes? He doesn't have spikes. I don't know that the regen's gonna do enough for us here. Okay, this will give you a bunch of extra attack. How does that do? 719. Holy crap, this guy is freaking OP. If he gets through once, we're dead. So I think I have to set up on the bottom two floors. Jesus, man. I didn't want to set up on the bottom two floors because of a silence or something. God, this is freaking hard. Okay, what if I set up my main tanky guy on the bottom floor? This would not be doing our sweep on the bottom floor. Is that okay? Not sure. We'll try this. This gets you killed. Frickin' hell, this is the problem. Yeah, if I don't have quick sweep on this floor, I can't put this guy here. Oh my god, this is so hard. Giggity, that's what she said. If I gave you this, will you live? I'll give you all the health buffs. Okay, you live if I give you literally everything. Keep you alive. Okay. Okay, if I can get big heal, maybe this will work. Literally 1 health left that guy had. Ah, quick. There's quick, but I don't have the sweep. Okay, if I put quick on you, I think you'll live. Perfect. And the incanting is not mattering. I should have silenced you first anyway, but it's fine. Okay, okay, this might work. I'll give you Loam Coat. Okay, 500, okay. It's a little greedy to do that, but I'm gonna do it. Give you... let's give you the other Loam Coat. Actually, if I silence, I can incant on this floor. Man, this build is hard to play. So many resets. Okay, let's... the mute is OP, though. Actually, if I had muted that guy in the back, would I have not gotten the gold anyway? I'm not sure, actually. They all just die from that. Okay, that was better than I expected. Everything worked out better than expected. Okay, so now, if I put the decay on you, it should spread. Didn't. Why is that not spreading to do more damage to this guy? When a unit dies of decay, there's decay is spread among enemy units. You should be dying to decay and then spreading your decay. Okay, well, I feel like I might not quite be understanding how this... does anybody know how this thing works? Is it like spread evenly? Is whatever amount of decay they have that max number spread to everybody? Maybe this guy's not dying to the decay? I don't know. I feel like there's some interactions I'm not quite getting here. Just put the decay directly on that guy, I guess. Okay, how are we looking up here? You're dying. Perfect. Happens at the end of the turn, so it won't happen until after the decay kills it. Well, I guess my question was, oh, okay. So the decay killed it, and then the decay spread. So the decay doesn't do the damage that turn. I think that's what I was misunderstanding then. Okay. Hopefully I'm now understanding that. What I said makes sense, is that right? Decay kills it, spread decay, spreads the decay, and then the spread decay won't do damage that turn. Okay, I think I am understanding that. Okay. Silence the incant. Purposely have not been buffing this entire time, so your health stayed high. So I can swap and get more damage there. My sweep unit has been kind of worthless this run. Sorry, sweep guy. Regen spikes. That guy dying? Okay, good. A lot of health on those guys. Okay. I hope we were setting up to kill him on the next floor. I hope. Alright, if we kill the boss, then we're good. Yes! Okay, setting up on the boss, or setting up on the bottom floor just gets us the win. Perfect. So not killing that guy doesn't matter, although I think he will actually die on the top floor anyway, so good. And we keep playing cards even though I probably shouldn't because I like to. Alright. Well, we're like barely winning and we have Cavendish like carrying us with extra damage, it feels like. So I am worried about Titan and Seraph and Titan that we're not actually gonna get a win on this run. What can I do? Random weapons we could get. Consume, spawn one more for each card in your soup pile. True death cap to get some more decay. No, random weapons could maybe help us out here because I have all these units that don't have weapons. Maybe this could be useful. Another heal. This is basically a free regrowth proc, which could be good on our tank guy. Alright, so it's Seraph of Entropy, so that's the one that saps us. But hopefully I can mute him with my main character's ability. Merchant of Steel. Yeah, I think I might want to go Steel here. I don't have a ton of money, though. The heal would be a little wasted. Man, if I could get... take half damage on this guy could be good. Entropy's also the one with silencers. Oh my god, so it's gonna silence my bottom floor. Jesus. So that's the one. Would Inferno Room kill them? So if I looked for Inferno Room here to set up on the bottom floor, that might be my way to deal with that, maybe. I guess I'm gonna go this way. I missed out on a chance to upgrade my units one final time. No Inferno. I'll have to potentially roll to try to find it. Friendly unit is healed. They damage the front enemy unit equal to the amount healed. That's pretty good. More setup embers also nice. Free health on. Okay, these are all really good. Inferno room. Damn, no Inferno. Priority's cloak is so good also because we're stacking regens. Every time he rejuvenates, he gets spikes and it does that amount of damage. Free extra health is really nice. Can I afford all these? I don't think so. I'm not able to play all my units, so this is really nice. This would be 3 extra units I could play on my starting thing. I can literally buy all 3 and that's all my money. Alright, I'm gonna do that. Is there anything I want to copy? I could double up on Mushy Room. Extra stacks of sappage. What if I want double this spike guy? No, if I put 2... Actually, maybe I want double Swissfield daggers. My room setup is difficult. And I kind of want two different quick daggers if I can. Could be very good. So silence. So let's... I'm gonna set up on the second floor and I might have to change this up. Hold on a second, let me think here. So silence on the bottom floor. Maybe I don't do the sweep on this floor. I mean, maybe I do sweep and I stack all my Animus of Wills on the top floor. So second floor is clear out back line. Top floor is just all Animus of Wills all the time, maybe. Maybe try this setup. Okay, that's in Cant. Okay, at least he lives. That's really nice to start. Okay, that's... I would have liked to have been able to play that card. Oh well. Man, sap is going to be so punishing. Stat sacking. We should be able to mute him if he goes to second floor because they don't have silence. There's the silence guy. Okay, there we go. So I should be... I can mute you. It means I can't mute the incant. Man, I need my swift thing because I don't want to find incant and give this guy a bunch of attack. Man, that gives him so much attack. Alright, I guess I'm going to... I don't need gold anymore. Oh, this is tough. All units on all floors. Okay. Alright, I should be able to silence this guy next. No, I won't be able to silence because I'm silenced here. If I do decay 2 on you... God, this is so hard. This bullschnizzle here, where they have an incant and a silence on the same floor is... Oh, it sucks. I needed frickin' Inferno room. Okay, we're not dying. I can do some incanting stuff here. Give you some health, I guess. All units on all floors. I haven't drawn either of my quick things, which is effing unlucky. And I can't use this crap because fucking incant. Okay, that one I will hopefully be able to silence. Are you still muted? You're still muted for one more turn, but he's going to come down. I'm going to want to mute him again, so I won't be able to mute the incant. Okay, well, we haven't leaked any damage yet. Okay, we get quick. But I'm frickin' sapped. Okay, that does keep my guy alive. Okay, who do I mute? If I mute the incant girl, I can cast a bunch of spells on this floor. If I mute him, I won't get sapped next turn. Oh, that does remove the sap. Oh, that's really good then. Okay. God, there's just not a floor I can play my shit, man. I can't play any spells. Or else I'm buffing the attack on literally every unit in the frickin' world. Okay, there's no silence here. So next turn I can mute her and cast my spells on this floor, I think. We're not leaking anything. I just don't want incant. If I incant, I feel like I'm destroying myself here. God, this Seraph is really hard to play against. Please tell me we're not leaking up here. Beautiful. Okay. Well, this fetch dog is also not going to be doing us any good, sadly. Alright, so I can mute you. Yay, I can cast damn spells! Truffles. Maybe we'll get value on another round, because we're definitely not getting value this round. Those were not the consume spells I was hoping for. Alright, I can propagate your mute, which is great. That lets me use my spell on another guy, although I'm going to be muted next turn anyway, so it doesn't freaking matter. What truffles? I guess I'm going to cast you just to get you out of my deck for now. Sorry, bro. Sucks to be you. Okay, well, at least I can cast my spells on this floor. Although I'm silenced, so I don't know how useful that's going to be. Still heal a bunch. I'll be able to silence that girl next turn, I think. Okay. Seems like I maybe have just enough of these girls I copied over and over. Yeah. That's pretty good there. Let's silence Incant Girl. Heal. Heal. We're only doing 70 damage and 25 to the tanky guys. How much damage do you have back here? A lot. This guy's resolve does what? Titan Skin 5 for him. Let's get the decay on you, and we'll trust in our top floor being able to hopefully finish off those guys. Okay, he goes to the bottom floor. He's not muted currently. Okay, we somehow are killing them. Okay. Frickin' silence. Should I be trying to buff this top floor? I think I should get as many spikes on you as I can. Or as much regen or whatever. So this guy, if we silence him... So he's not adding the... I don't think he's adding the sap anymore. So I can silence the... Silence the Incant Girl, I think. Or mute the Incant Girl. Oh, we just win! Woo! Get wrecked! Well, let's hope I still win even if... Oh gosh, that guy gets through. Do we still win? We still win, okay. I don't know why I'm casting spells, because I just like to. Okay, that guy won't actually get through since we're killing on this floor, which is great, because that guy would have done a ton of damage to us. Alright, that went surprisingly well. Frickin' Maneater silence, or mute for 2 turns is OP, man. Got up to what? We're at 69 regen, 78, 81 spikes, so our spikes got pretty crazy. Our regen stacking did work. Now can we beat the Titan? That's the question. Oh, and every heal is doing that extra damage too from the Priority's cloak we got, which is awesome. Okay, alright. A war of attrition was what that fight was. Nice regen. It was very nice. We had 69. Nice. Best amount of regen. Alright, let's see if we can fight the Titans. You focus on Incant. Why not focus on Incan? Oh, I missed that sentence earlier. It's got 3. Because... What was it? Who was the president that was like, I can or I hope or whatever? Obama, was that Obama's thing? I can, because I don't have Obama cheering me on, I guess. Alright, how do I want to set this up? Do I want to set up... I don't know if he has mute, so I'm going to try to set up on bottom floor with a similar build as last time, because that seemed to work pretty good. We clear out enemies on bottom floor, the small enemies, and then we... Oh god, I copied the cluster kernel. Did not mean to do that. Let's do this. Oh, nice. That lets us get truffle. You still die. Why do you still die? Is somebody giving me corruption? I think he dies because of corruption. I really don't want you to die turn 1. What can you give me? Anything that can save me? Silence. I could... Okay. That'll make him live, and then I can hopefully replace that with a thing that will get rid of silence. That's the plan. I'm gonna not sap all my dudes. Who needs the decay? Who needs to die fastest? You or entropy? Entropy or dominion, I think. Start with this, I guess. Alright, please get quick. Not get quick. Okay, I get to replace this on you, though. You are the one that's going to add junk to my deck. Okay, so if I do this, we won't get the junk. Okay, nobody's dying on this floor. Who do I want to give health to? Oh, we got quick. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, that was a great turn. All right, really nice. Okay. I don't think I have any way to not take the damage on the top floor, because I think the mute's going to wear off on that guy. Yeah, so we are going to take 8 damage and 5 from them, unless I have somebody on this floor I can play to keep you alive, which I don't think so. Okay, we have the sweep guy. That keep me alive, that keeps me alive. Quick brown fox trains monsters over the lazy dog. Yeah, I know, right? What? So that's like a reference to something. What, like one of those learning to read things? Is that what that is? Propagate to... Anybody I can propagate? I can propagate the sap on you, I guess. Should probably get some decay on you. 116, 16. Okay. That was a good one during the Hermit. That made me laugh. That definitely made me laugh. Get some good spikes going here. We have a lot of health on our fire, which is really nice. Did I ever get my other quick? There it is. What do we get from you? Bloodthirsty Blade. Okay. Bloodthirsty Blade. Okay, who do we want to silence? It's mute 2, so if I got propagate, I could stop getting the curses of entropy. I think just sapping this guy forever is going to keep me alive the longest, so let's go and do that. And if I can get propagate, I can make it so he doesn't do damage on the top floor to our fire if we're lucky. If we draw the right card at the right time. Let me cast my spells, lady. I think we still have plenty of health. I don't need to do that yet. I should be buffing my quick one. That's the one I should be doing. how are we doing on the top here? Got you about halfway down. Okay, we're slowly getting through here. I didn't get propagate for the mute, so we are going to take the extra damage next turn. But our pyre is super healthy, which is very nice. A healthy pyre is a happy pyre. Wow, that's a lot of junk in my trunk. Bro, with all this junk, though. Why did I get double of these? Not sure why I got double of those. How much damage we're taking? We're taking 14. I really don't want to be sapping my entire thing yet. Not sure if our scaling is fast enough here. I need a big heal to draw. We're in trouble here. Okay, maybe we're not as in much trouble as I thought. Oh, I forgot that I had this dude. Why are we getting double Curse of Entropies? Not sure who's adding an extra one, but silence this douchebag. Stop adding junk to my trunk, please. Another bloodthirsty blade, okay. They're in the draw pile. Oh, I have to play them to get rid of them? I thought they were in ephemeral, though. Shuffled into my draw pile. Oh, he's not silenced on this floor, but he is silenced on this floor. Is he adding one for each floor? Did I never know that? Oh my gosh, he's adding one to each floor, isn't he? Okay, this guy's about to die soon, so we're looking good there. Only the bottom floor actually places one. Okay, so the mute should mean I shouldn't get one next turn, then. If I'm understanding correctly. Okay, only the one that was already there, it looks like. Okay. Okay, who do we... let's see, this guy. Sap you. And you're taking a lot of damage. 59 corruption. That corruption is really stacking. I'll give you a lot of attack, but not a lot of max health. Can't really do that. If I do that, I won't be using the Pyrelight. We're taking 7 damage. You're going to die in next turn anyway, so let's get more damage down here, I guess. Okay, we're getting close. We're almost there. Almost there. Oh, nice. The second floor added more sap. Okay. Okay, so that guy's dead. This guy's almost dead. This guy we still gotta work on. Why are you dying? Is it the corruption? Corruption's killing you. Corruption's killing you, and I don't have any way to save you, do I? Oh god, you're also dying. Oh, he lives with 1 health. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, lives with 1 health. Somehow he lives with 1 health. Okay. GG, we did it. We got there somehow. I don't know how, but we got there. I think maybe he's dying on the 2nd floor, and everybody else is already at the low health or whatever. Okay, we got there. Let me play this. I'm just gonna play some junk around here because it's fun. All right, we got there. This deck feels like it was a struggle bus the entire way, but thankfully we had really high health on our pyre, so it was like a war of attrition. GG, our first Covenant 10 Titan victory with Underlegion primary. Win a run with all Covenants enabled on the Underlegion. G frickin' G, man. Thank you, C2. We even got a couple gold cards. Or something gold. Titan golded. I have a feeling Underlegion is going to be harder than Banished. But maybe I can get some better decay stacking builds going. Alright, do we have any story time from that? No story time for that. So, I'm going to start to your restroom. Thank you all for hanging out. Hope you're having a good time. Monster Train 2 is always my day where I feel like I'm way more relaxed. Only 179 runs to go. We're almost there. Feel free to grab a drink, grab a snack, enjoy chair or ad time. When we come back, we'll see if we can get another win. This is super fun.